Hello and welcome. Today we're going to take a good look at set 60230, which is just on the box. It just says Lego City and it says at the bottom inspired by NASA's career, but on the Lego website it is a people pack and it is a space research and development set. So this is brand new to me. So what we'll do, as always, we'll rip this box open and then see exactly what is on the inside. It's going to be very, very interesting to see because this is my first ever people pack that I've got. So there are multiple bags and it looks like you've also got multiple instruction sheets as well. So as I said, this is Lego City set 60230, or a people pack for space research and development on the Lego website. Now there is a lot going on with this. So you've got lots and lots of minifigures to have a look at. I have no idea how many are in here. Now the reason why I'm doing this one now is I've held on to this for a long time, is obviously the new space roller coaster that has just been announced. And I thought this would be a perfect people pack to go with it, but it does look like you've got some pretty cool looking torso prints on the inside. Now if you happen to hunt one of these down, there's nothing on the side of either, and you do have just a little bit of artwork on there. So if you're trying to hunt it down on the shelves, and then that is what it looks like at the top. So there is a lot going on to the box, but to the back there is, again, you've got a nice treadmill with the pizza with somebody running. It does have obviously maybe a little tribute there to the NASA career up at the top, so it does say there, look, inspired by NASA careers. And as we come around, we might have some dual faces that we're going to be having a look at. They've obviously got the Twizzler just on there. It looks like you've got a bit of research lab just at the bottom, and then you've got a space team and all sorts of other little bits and pieces going on. So there's lots and lots of things to have a look at. But if we get straight on to the instruction booklet and just see exactly what is what. So this is for bag number 1 and 2. So is there anything on the inside that we need to take a look at? So it's just 2 bags. You can see what these bags are like. You've got lots and lots of minifigures on the inside of that, and even more minifigures just there. And it looks like we just get going. So there's going to be not much to build. There's only 34 pages, but that is absolutely fine by me. And there is obviously some smaller builds in there that you can do. And then on to booklet number 3. It looks like you've got some more bits and pieces to build up. So that is obviously the other bits, and that's where you get your pizza boxes. And you've got another 6 minifigures as well. So it does look like we are going to get quite a lot of figures. Now on the back of this one, it has got some bits and pieces for both actually. So for bag number 1 and bag number 2, which is this booklet just here, you've got the other space sets that were out at the time. So this was set 602226, and then same numbers but 25 at the end, 27 at the end, and then this one was 28 at the end. So they all start at 6022, and then it's either 6, 5, 7, 4 and 8. You have got what each thing is. So you can see the things that they're spinning around on. That is the table just there. And then down on here, you've also got the research facility, which is that bit just on there. And it does look like this one was done in 2019. It just say it has identifies provided in use with permission of NASA themselves. So it is in conjunction with NASA, but as always, I'll get this one built and then we'll see what it looks like. Okay, all the minifigures have been put together and there is a lot going on with this set. There's lots of new facial expressions I've never even seen before. We've got bits and pieces that move and all sorts of other little bits and pieces as well. So what we will do is we'll get rid of all of the minifigures to start with, and we'll have a look through all of the building aspects of everything. Now the cool thing is that there are no stickers and everything is a print. So you have things like that where you've got the print for the pizza box, and then even on the front of the treadmill, which is what that is supposed to be, you have a print as a computer screen. It is not any stickers whatsoever, which is always really nice to see. You have got like a moon recreation there where you can see on the back of the box where they are stealing the flag just at the top for training, but you have got the nice sort of shiny crystal element on the inside. So hopefully that has been picked up because it is very shiny on the inside of that. So that is always a nice thing to see and have a look at. Then you've got this thing here where you can add the minifigures on and they can obviously spin around and do whatever it is that they want to do. And it keeps going because you've then got something like this where you've got another crystal on the computer. But again, that is one really nice print. It is not a sticker at all, nor is the keyboard. So you can see just how big that screen is. And again, spinning it around onto the back, you can see just how nice and shiny all those crystals are. So you get 2 pieces of those, and then coming over onto the next bit, you've got all of these little bits and pieces where obviously we saw in the laboratory where they're doing and growing all different sort of plants and things like that. That is what they are doing with that. So again, that's a really nice looking thing. Moving on to this one. Now, this is actually a cool looking thing because this is, I guess, as we saw in the instruction booklet, sort of the tribute statue to inspired by the NASA creators, or sorry, NASA careers, shall I say, not creators. But if we quickly strip it down, the face, there is no print on whatsoever. It's just a gold head. That's simple enough. If we pull the gold head off and we rip everything else off, it is actually on a skeleton. So what you've actually got to do is you pull both the arms off, so get those arms off, and there it is. So that is what that looks like. So if you want to recreate one of them, these are actually all one piece as well. So his boots and shoes are all one bit. Then you've got some nice big Technic pieces there with the actual sort of hook that goes in on the inside, or the spanner, shall I say. And then you just got one big piece that goes over the chest. And then you just add on the head, and then you add the really sort of oversized helmet. And that is exactly what that looks like. I think it's a very good looking and effective thing. And obviously he does come on a nice little stand. And again, the stand is not stickers. That is print. So that is not a single sticker, which is really, really nice. You've got a random trash can or rubbish bin, dustbin, depending on what part of the world you're watching this from. But the reason is for that, again, if you spotted it on the box, you have got lots of different facial expressions where you've got people being sick and everything else like that. So we have got a lot to get through on all of these minifigures, and I'll line them all up at the end, and then we can have a good panorama. That is the pile of minifigures that we need to get through, and we will just start with a lucky dip of this one just here. Now, this minifigure is pretty cool. Not only is it because she's got a really different outfit to everything else, she has a facial on the back, which I've never seen before, and that is that. So you can see where something's gone wrong, and she's had her goggles on, and it's got all of the markings all around the outside. You've still got the eyebrows and the lips and everything on there, but I think that's just a really nice looking thing. And again, on the front, you've got the nice goggles with the eyes all coming through and everything else like that. And the hat and hairpiece is just one big combo. So again, nice looking minifigure. Some of them have different torso print, so this is a one-of-one torso print, just like this one is as well. So you can see her magnifying glass, that does work, so that is a nice looking thing. And then as we come through, does she have two facial expressions? Yes, she does. So on this thing just here, you have got just the basic glasses on the one side. And then again, you've got it on the other. There are very, very slight differences between the two. So as you can see, you've got a slightly more eye expression on the back on that one, and then not so much on there. But you have got a lot of detail going on with here. So you've got pens in the pockets, you've got an orange and blue pen, you've got the grey shirt, you've got the name tag on the side. Just for the different minifigures and torsos, which I've never seen before, I'm really, really happy that I did actually pick this up. I didn't realise the minifigures would be so detailed. You see it on the box, but again, something like this, for example, you're wondering what is this for? That is connected to one of the minifigures, which holds a stick, which is this one just here. So that should go with him, and that just slots on just like that. And you can see he's got a laughing face. Now, if it is difficult to see his face, as so, you can just take the helmet off, and they do come with hair pieces as well, which is a really, really nice thing. But we take the back of that pack off, you can see just what the torso is all about on that. You can see all the shine on there. You can see how you've got the white bit between the legs just on the bum, and again, you've got the bit across on the belt as well, so that's a nice looking thing. But you've got a lot of silver going on up at the top as I push that down, and you've got the orange stripes going, and you've got the bits on the back of the shoulder, and you've got the bits on the back of the neck as well. And you can see he's got the grey gloves, and then coming through up into the middle, you've got the really nice central bit there where it's all really, really nice and silvery as well. And again, you can have him super, super happy and laughing, or you can just have him with a smirk on his face. And that is the first time I've seen a smirk smile through the mustache as well. So it's something slightly different going on that one. But like I said, we have got a lot of these to get through. Now, the blue ones, so any of these that you see with the blue torso, they are identical torso prints. So the torso on the front and the back is just the same. So if I grab any of the others, at least you know that they are the same. But again, with regards to the facial, some of them, you just got a really happy smiley face on there, and then you've got nothing on that one. You've got lots of different hairpiece options. You can pick and choose whatever it is you want to do, and you can mix and match, obviously, the male and female hair pieces up if you wanted to. Now, you've got this one. Now, this one on the box is the one that's supposed to be on the treadmill, so you want the either super happy because he's going to be stuffing his face with a pizza, or wondering what is going on and not looking too happy with himself. Now, the other blue minifigure, which is this one just here, this is the one that is by the rubbish bin, and you can see just how full his cheeks are as he is about to explode with whatever is in his mouth. So I'm guessing he's eating too much pizza, or you can just have him being super happy as well. So you can see the two different facial expressions on there, which again I think work really nice. And if you wanted to, again, like I said, I'm going to be using this within my theme park area, perfect for what it is I need to do. Now, it's a special minifigure, this one. I haven't been able to find out if this is a one-off print for this set, or if this is something that they were doing with the newer space set. So fill me in the comments below if you are collecting some of the newer space stuff, because I don't know if they've gone to sort of this light blue with the really nice orange rocket across their chest. And again, you've got the silver bits going across the top, and then you've got the bits and pieces going across the middle just on that, which looks really nice. This just has the single facial expression, but again, you've got all of the printing going on the back. This one has deep blue gloves, but I think it does look very effective. Just as a standard minifigure, it looks really nice if you were just take a load of photos just stood by itself. And again, you've got the really nice big helmet piece. Now, the pizza person, you've got quite a bit going on with this one. You can see she has got her megaphone. You've got the pizza, which is on the whip, which gets attached just by the stud on the back, which again is a nice looking touch. You've got a one mold for the hairpiece and the hat. And then she just has the single facial expression, which is the proper smirk on that one. But again, you've got all of the sort of the doctor bits and pieces going on. So they're obviously getting their medical, and they're just doing their physical and all that kind of stuff at the same time. And you can see you've got the sort of blue up at the top, you've got the red stethoscope, and then you've got the other pens. I think it's a red pen and a grey one as well. So again, lots and lots of detail going on the inside of the torso. Moving on to the news crew. So you've got this happy chappy just here with his really nice fancy tie. It's a really nice grey actually. It's a fancy looking suit. And then you've got the little bit of lining on the back, but as it spins through, got a nice red tie. You've got a sort of a tucked in bit for the shirt just as it comes in over its belt buckle. You've got the tie again, like I said, going up into this a bit on the side there where you've got the sort of the cuff bits on the suit. But on this one, I do believe, yep, it is just got the one facial expression on. So some have two, some do just have the one. Now, the other part of the news crew, this one, so this one looks a little bit sort of full of himself with regards to that facial expression, but it has got an amazing facial expression on the other side. But this camera is absolutely massive, so you could get some really nice photos with that. And again, you've got two colors that you've added on the red and the white for the lens. But if you take this off, this is one of the biggest scary looking faces I have seen added to a minifigure, and it's got a really nice floral top. So I will be having this one walking around looking like this rather than looking like this, because I've never seen a combination of that and that on the same minifigure. So it does have a lot going on. And again, I've never seen this either. So this is another one. It's got a sort of a mask over the top with the red. And this is very much a scientific mission, but you've got the bits and pieces up at the top. But I think, going by what it is on the box, she is flying one of the drones. But this again only has the one facial expression. But as you can see, you've got all the cut-ins on the side of the hips, and you've got the zip just at the front. And this one has the blue gloves on. It's got this cool sort of big mold where it's obviously their hat that they've put on. It's almost like a surgical hat that they've added onto it. Now onto, I guess, the main astronaut of the whole set, maybe, where it has got quite a bit going on. Again, you've got the camera. You've got all the bits and pieces with regards to the flames and everything on the back. You've got the nice lighting, you've got the red and the white light. But again, if we rip all of this off, because that is just one big mold piece just on that, so you can see just how chunky that thing is. We have got a really nice minifigure's facial. So you've got on the front there, you've got the facial expression on the front, but there is nothing on the back. But you've got the nice orange with the black, and then you've got the grey and the orange as well, which I think looks really nice. It's a nice clean looking minifigure. And again, some of them do have spare hair pieces as well, so there's 2 or 3 hair pieces lying around which you can just add in and chop and change. You can see them on the box. And coming through onto what I do believe is the second to last minifigure, we have another astronaut, or a lady that is in training. Really nice facial expressions again on this one. If I turn her head to the side, she's got a winking expression on that side. And then you've got the sort of more of the smug again on this, but you've got all the sort of the freckles over the nose and over both cheeks as well on this. So lots and lots of facial expressions going on with this one. Now this I really like as a figure, just because I like the look of the welder and everything else. So this will come in really, really handy for my own collection. But it has got the welding mask, which doesn't flip up. It is just on the head. But you've got the big ginger moustache and the eyebrows on the one side. And that is the only facial expression on that one. So there's the pile of minifigures, which is now all over here. So I'll sort them out and I'll line them all up for you. So as we pan over slowly, there are 14 different minifigures, 1-4. In the comments below, let us know what your favourite minifigure is. Each one is so different. 15 if you include that one at the back just there. But there's actually 14 different minifigures that you can do some bits and pieces with. So you are spoilt for choice with regards to this. I don't know what the price of this one is now, but when it was out, it was very, very good value as a people pack. But with regards to the minifigure packs, this was, I think, the third of 3, because the other 2 that were out there or thereabouts around the same time as this was the Funfair pack and also the Picnic in the Park. I missed both of those, but did manage to get this from one of the Legoland parks after it had been discontinued. So I was very, very happy to get this after it had retired. But if you are now thinking of trying to backtrack this, or there's any of your minifigures in here that you really do like the looks of, then obviously please let us know in the comments below where you managed to get it from and obviously how much it costs and everything like that. But guys, that is it. I am done. Hope you've enjoyed it. Something different. I've got nothing else to compare it to, because obviously it's just different minifigures. I will obviously compare these minifigures to the new space roller coaster that'll be coming out sooner rather than later. But if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Ta-da.